Hello, Divine Ones. Welcome back as we enter into Module 4, which is titled Taking Off the Mask. This is an exciting one. I'm super ready to jump into this with you. All right, my friends. So in previous modules, I confided in you about my battle with a life-threatening illness. However, in this module, I've made the courageous decision to share more openly about the specifics of the illness, marking it the first time I'm extending this information beyond my trusted circle of family and friends. Why? Well, there are a few reasons behind this choice. One, I'm growing beyond concealing this part of my life. And I'm determined to embrace my entire life story without shame. Furthermore, I believe it can serve as a path of healing for other women facing similar challenges who might feel isolated and alone, thinking that living with an illness diminishes their self-empowerment. And lastly, this sharing serves as an inspiration behind this module. As a matter of fact, it's based on the title, Take Off the Mask, which I'll explain later. So without further ado, let's get into it. In February of 2023, I received the diagnosis of breast cancer. The doctor discovered 3 lumps in my right breast. I was told the diagnosis, fortunately, carries great hope and promise, provided I receive a mastectomy. And so I did what I would always do in any situation that was challenging. I embarked on an introspective reflection with prayer and meditation to determine my next step of action. What might be a surprise to you, as it is with many others that I share this with, I felt an undeniable urge to not have the mastectomy and avoid conventional methods of treatment by pursuing an alternative path. Today, I am under the dedicated care of a natural path and have made profound changes in my lifestyle. These changes include healing emotional wounds, altering my diet, incorporating appropriate herbs and supplements, regular exercise, and maintaining a stress-free lifestyle, amongst other holistic practices. Remarkably, I'm progressing exceptionally well. Grace has been my companion, and I have faith that Grace will continue to guide me. I also trust my instincts to decide what's best with each new blood test, ultrasound, and mammogram. I stand aligned with my divine self, believing that the next step will reveal itself in divine time and divine order, and I am completely open to this journey. Now, let's take a collective breath, as I understand that this revelation that I'm sharing with you may come as a shock. It may produce some concern, so breathe. I needed that too. And send me love. Send me good vibes and good prayers. Know that I do not see myself as a victim, but as a victor, happy and thriving, surrounded by the care of my loved ones. Now, let's return to the focus of this module and why I've chosen the title, Take Off the Mask. During my meditations on the diagnosis and the path to healing, spiritual insight revealed 3 key actions that I should take. The first one was to transform my diet. I literally saw and had a vivid vision of a nourishing green smoothie. The next one was to release attachments. What I realized is that attachments had weighed me down on various aspects of my life, from parenting and romantic relationships, and how I should be overall in certain situations. And 3, what I heard was, take off the mask. Yep, Initially, those words left me confused, and it seemed to suggest that I had been living inauthentically or wearing a facade. And in a way, it did, but I did not understand it at the time. Yet as I embarked on this profound healing journey, I uncovered a deeper truth. I had been as real as I could be within the confines of societal norms and the expectations I set up for myself. I began to understand that life lived was in the shadow of ego, identity constructs, and worldly attachments. Taking off the mask became a metaphor for shedding these attachments and ultimately to embrace my inherent divinity. Throughout my years of personal growth and development, various teachers have guided me. But the moment I heard the call to take off the mask, I knew it was time to delve deeper into the teachings of the spiritual guru, Mooji. His wisdom has helped me connect with my true self, and I'll be drawing from his teachings throughout this module to assist you in finding your authentic self. With that said, our journey begins with a powerful quote from Mooji. He says, "The greatest healing would be to wake up from what you are not. As a genuine seeker of truth, you must become aware that you are already the peace you are looking for. Be still and know that it is simply here in you and with you. It is the fragrance of your own self. There is nothing to do about this. It is naturally present. This fragrance of peace, this spaciousness, it is the fragrance of your own being." Beautiful words spoken in truth. To truly understand our higher self, we must first acknowledge the mask we wear. The mask of the false ego identity, that is. Imagine this. You likely live 90% of your life disconnected from who you really are. And most of your decisions are influenced by this ego-driven false self. The ego self serves as a blindfold, obscuring us from experiencing, feeling, and living from our divine essence. Its purpose is to confuse and distract us from our true nature. In this module, we will delve into both the true self and the ego self, unraveling the mystery of who you are and what you are not. And I have a special treat for you in lesson 2. We will be joined by a guest you've heard me quote throughout this journey, the very wise spiritual teacher, Mr. Mahdi Davenport. Mahdi will help us to explore these concepts and dive into these dichotomies further by introducing you to the 5 ego habits. These habits keep you disconnected from your true and divine selves. And then the final lesson of this module is a compelling invitation. It's an invitation to be in the presence of your true self. You'll be introduced to a process that teaches you how to connect with your highest and divine self. This connection allows you to fall into the vortex of bliss, overflowing with self-love, and immerse yourself in the personal stream of well-being. So let's jump into it. Let's experience the profound joy of connecting to our higher consciousness. Remember, the key to ending all suffering lies within you. So what are you waiting for? Let's get to it. I'll see you in the next lesson.